We're ready to talk about my favorite part of the week.
This is Rick's favorite part of the thing.
Yeah, we had
I see a lot of people too saying like, guys, what's your answer? Like, we should we'll give you an answer at 500 viewers.
we're almost there.
Yeah, we hit 497 a little bit ago.
Holy shit, awesome. Okay.
So
we have fun.
We have posted hints before.
We have.
As to poll winners.
Yeah.
And they have always been solved within the first minute.
Yes, they have.
Of them being posted.
So like one example was the blood orange for Dexter.
Yeah, so when Dexter was coming out, I think it's when they first started it. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not just going to say, because number one, we never usually said. We just always just posted the video whenever it was the next week for the video. And I'm like, I'm going to tweet out like a little hint, and people can be like, ooh, look what's coming. So I did a blood orange, because I was thinking about Dexter. I'm like, you know what? A blood orange could be a good hint for that. Yeah. And then people were like, blood orange. And then people were like, what the hell's this? And then like within, a couple minutes, people were like, oh, fucking Dexter won the poll. I'm like, Jesus, okay.
So then the next time, we were like, okay, Mob Psycho 100. We're going to be way more subtle this time. We just posted a pic of 98 degrees.
Yeah, well, we had
the boy band, yeah.
What was 97?
I think we had something that was a sign of 97.
Yeah, just a picture of like Highway 97 or something. Right?
I don't know what it was. Yeah, it was something like that.
Interstate 97.
I think it was 97.
But
that was like 3 days before the Mob Psycho would have come out.
Once we got to 98 degrees, the picture of that, people were like, Mob Psycho. And like, oh damn it, we had to continue. So then we did the Clone 99 from Clone Wars, and then we announced that it was Mob Psycho the next day. So I think we were like, yeah, man, we got to be way more subtle. And I think Rick took that to heart.
Yeah, well, and then we also had Cowboy Bebop, where it was like a jar of jam.
Yeah.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
And everyone's like, oh, fucking it's Cowboy Bebop. Like, Jesus, okay.
So, I'm proud to say that this has not yet been successfully solved. People have thought that it has been solved.
It's insane how much people are like, okay, that's it.
It's funny too, because I've seen some right answers.
Yeah, I've seen some crazy answers that actually work,
but not from the way that it should be answered. But people are like putting together clues that are like, damn, that works. This works so many different ways, and it makes sense in other shows and stuff too, which is crazy.
Chat is going insane.
Chat's going fucking insane right
now. I'm just fucking with you, chat.
No, you guys got it after 3 hours.
I was hoping you guys would go with me on it.
Okay, so for those of you that aren't like on our Discord or Twitter, Rick put up, he can explain, but we wanted to be more subtle with how we would be able to announce what won the poll.
Yeah, okay. So here's the clue.
Yeah, so if people don't know, here's the clue, and the options that were on the poll were Dragon Prince, The Promised Neverland, Demon Slayer, Garen Lagann, Trigun, Kill la Kill. I'm missing 3 more, right? 4 more. What else was there?
I could help you if I was listening.
God damn it.
Yeah, I don't know what you said. There were 10 things.
I'm trying to go through my list, and I'm trying to do it by memory. Steins Gate.
You Fate?
Yep.
Fate Stay, whatever it was. That was wrong.
Yep.
That you got slapped for.
I got slapped for no reason for.
Yep. Kill la Kill?
I said Kill la Kill.
He got Kill la Kill.
Fate Stay. What else am I missing? 2 more. I said Lagann. Berserk. Oh, yeah, I forgot Berserk.
Yeah, I was going to say Berserk. You fool.
And then, what's one more? I've seen if anyone else. I said Neverland. I said Demon Slayer. Steins Gate, I said. I don't know what the last one was.
My life won't change.
Oh, no. No, I said Dragon Prince. Damn it. Oh, well. Anyway, that one didn't win. So fuck that one.
So, I actually went through a few different puzzles. At first, I took a screenshot of what I assume is from the show, because
Parasite the Maxim, that's what it was.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Parasite.
I've not seen the show, and I know nothing about the show. So I found a screenshot on the internet, and I clipped it up into puzzles, and I figured I would release a part of the picture every day.
Yeah.
Is what I figured. And I was like, oh, that's going to be too easy. And also, I ran out of time.
Gotcha.
So I needed something that was going to be up today.
See, whenever you showed me, like, I knew it was going to be what won, right? I knew it. But you showed me the clue, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at. How does this equal that? And when you told me, I was like, oh, that's really tough, dude. Are you sure you want to be that subtle?
See, I think, too, what we need to do, because the other idea we had here, which maybe we'll do it next time, was the clues were going to be beforehand, and they were going to be of what didn't win, to where you're slowly narrowing down each time.
Yeah.
But we didn't know if we wanted to go that direction.
Sure.
Well, and so Eric was so worried about no one getting it, he came up with an idea of a clue for the clue.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, he was like, dude, we got to tell some people because they're not going to get this.
So, yeah, I mean, we have to say that part of the clue is that it's an anagram. right? Is that the right word?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were thinking like, okay, so people, because we were watching as it was happening, like we were recording stuff, but coming back and being like, oh man, they think it's this, they think it's this, they think it's this, but it ended up having to be an anagram.
What was great is like,
but no one knew it was an anagram.
in the first hour, like they were like, oh, this. Okay, it means this, and they're like, it's this show, and then like 20 minutes later, like, all right, guys, it's this show, and everyone's like, yeah, it's that show, and then it switched like 3 times in the first hour to where like we solved it. It's this answer.
So this is one of the examples in Discord.
So this is a picture from, I'm assuming, The Promised Neverland.
No, that's Neverland from Peter Pan.
Oh, this is Neverland from Peter
right?
Pan.
And the bay that you have looks
exceedingly like it.
very similar to the other bay.
But the thing
They're going on Google Earth trying to find it.
Yeah. Like there's some just really good like connections of things where people are like, oh, look at this.
But like with all this stuff, no one could get every single clue to fit.
Yeah, so like they'd
Like,
get
there were
parts
always
of them
some
fit. So
holes.
this was one of my favorites I really liked too. So people were looking at like
So people
it's a-
eventually found out that it was oak, leaves?
Oak
nuts?
Bay, oak, and
Yeah.
mutinies.
Mutinies. I thought that was really clever. It's not mutiny. It's just a famous picture of a mutiny. It's 2 of them. So it's got to be mutinies. You got those extra letters to work with.
Yeah, because Rick before, whenever him and I were talking about it, he goes, "Oh yeah, so you need this, this, and this," and he's like, "And I have to put a plus S,"
Yeah.
because he didn't have an S.
Yeah.
So then he just put 2 of those boats together.
So once we realized that it was going to be an anagram, and we were like, I don't know what, an hour into it, we're like, I don't know, maybe tomorrow we'll post a picture of like all of us around a computer, like laughing that people aren't getting it. And in the very back, it says blind wave, but the letters have been switched around so that it says bland view.
Yeah.
And make it very subtle. And so people were looking at like, these sons of bitches. Wait a minute. Bland view, why does it say that? It's an anagram.
Yeah.
And then they'd have to, Bay, Oak, Mutinies, anagram.
So at the very least, like instead of them putting, because some people are putting clues to the themes of the show and the characters, and like, well, it's not about that. It's about like the title. So like, what is your anagram and how can you make it work? And that's what they needed to know.
So if you take Bay, Oak, and Mutinies, and you switch around the letters, we'll see if it goes up to
All right, now Eric, say that.
Kaimetsu no Yaiba.
Yaiba?
Yaiba.
I think it's Yaiba.
Which is the
Japanese name for Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer.
And so, I decided I wanted to do an anagram. And at first, I looked for Demon Slayer. I couldn't find any good ones. So I was like, oh, okay. Well, I'll try the Japanese name of it.
Gotcha.
And I was looking at those, and there were thousands of them.
Yeah.
And I saw one that said Mutinies. I was like, well, I immediately thought of Mutiny of the Bounty.
Yep.
In that painting. And I was like, oh, I won't just put the words. I'll put that picture, and I'll find other pictures for them as well.
So you just went up Google Bay.
That was my favorite thing.
And you picked,
do you have
the first one.
Do you have the pictures from when people? At one point through the Discord, we were watching, and someone's like, "Guys, look! When you Google Bay, and this is the first images you get. When you Google Oak, this is the first image you get.
Yeah.
When you Google Mutiny, this is the first image you get. It doesn't matter about that. It's just about this, you know."
Yeah.
So,
and I did that on purpose so that people could reverse image search in order to get the words. Was my idea, because I figured once they had the words, like, they could get it.
Yeah.
But how do you know that it's like bay and not bay, or oak and not oak leaf?
Sure.
Kind of thing.
Or people were looking at the acorns.
Yeah.
Or people were looking at like, what if it's not bay and it's beach, or like,
Or lagoon.
Island, lagoon. Yeah, people were like, it's a lagoon. Garen Lagoon.
Yeah.
Gurren Lagoon.
But what do the rest of them have to do with anything? I don't know. There was the one that was really crazy that kind of worked, but wasn't.
They got the right answer, but it wasn't the right clue.
They had Bay, Oak, Mutinies, and they're like, the first letter of each one is BOM. Backwards, that is mob, MOB.
Oh,
Two of those mob, the two OVA 2.
Which means that they'd have to do
if
Demon
they're
Slayer.
watching that, they're doing Demon Slayer to buy more time.
That
and
one
it's
was
like,
funny.
Okay. It's like, they got the right answer, but
Yeah.
not the right way.
Yeah, exactly.
And then out of nowhere, someone who hadn't even been chatting at all just said, "Hey, it's this."
Yeah.
NRM, right?
Yeah, he posted his work.
Gotcha.
Like, he worked it out on paper.
That's so good. We had so much fun watching that happen.
And so his on Discord,
It was,
NRM.
Yeah, NRM.
Yeah.
So-
And
I'm sorry, I was gonna say too. So for the people saying like there is no dub until October 12th, which
Yeah.
if you've watched the YouTube video, we say that it doesn't come out for a few weeks after Mob Psycho.
Yep.
Which means we have a small break until we have Demon Slayer taking over the Mob Psycho slot. I think we've also planned. There's a lot of live shows coming back, and since there's already manga and stuff, we're not going to run it necessarily in the live format either. So there's going to be our break, but then we'll have it rolling out on the Mob Psycho slot. So we're not going to be trying to pop it out as fast as we can from Saturday, because on Mondays we're going to be packed with a lot of other live shows coming back already too. So you'll be seeing that on Fridays after October 12th.
Yep.
And so
we got the. Did you talk about the OVA?
The Mob Psycho OVA?
Yeah.
I mean, I said the one thing, and that we said that we're doing it, but that'll be coming out. We didn't say that it's not coming out tomorrow.
It's not coming out tomorrow. It'll be coming out next Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah. For early access, we should say.
But there were some really fun messages, like Aaron was saying, like it's the most intense 3 hours of my life trying to figure out one. I was at work in the back office just trying to strain my brain. It was awful. So like people were at their jobs just trying to figure this out.
There was someone I saw. Dang it, I can't remember who it was, but they had something that was like, tomorrow I've got a test, whatever. I need to go to sleep, but fuck it, I need answers.
I should be sleeping. I don't need sleep. I need answers.
Yeah, it was great.
I'm missing my programming class for this.
There's a few things of people threatening me, and then people trying to bribe Aaron.
I was in there for a little bit, but I love this one here where it's tie down Rick and burn board games one by one till he tells us. It's right there in the middle underneath the penguin and stuff. But I hopped in for a little bit, and someone was like, Aaron, tell us the answer. We'll send you anime titties.
Yeah, right.
It was funny.
It was a lot of fun for us to kind of just watch. But I was, 3 hours isn't bad, man. That was pretty. You know what it is though? It's everybody kind of coming together.
Yeah.
And like I think one person got like mutinies.
Yeah.
For plural, and the other person's like, so they kind of come together and make this thing. It's kind of like the first episode of Westworld came out, and everybody got the ending like immediately, like on the internet.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of interesting stuff like that. But I mean, it's going to be Demon Slayer. We are going to be doing the dub, which we do dubs for all reactions. So if anybody's like disappointed by that, it's like, well, you haven't really been paying attention, But I'm excited for it. I know that there's like bad dubs out there or whatever, but all the ones people have told me, like, oh yeah, what you like right there, it's terrible. I'd be like, I kind of really liked it. Yeah, but you're wrong. I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm not worried about any kind of like dub messing up the kind of thing. I think it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No, yeah. I mean, I've had fun with all the dubs we've had, and like, I mean, there might be some differences in like how they're said in one thing to how they're said in the other.
Yeah.
But I mean, I usually am never watching it being like, this seems bad, or I feel like I'm confused because of X or Y. Not usually anything like that happens. So.
And I do watch subs, like usually after we've watched like Attack on Titan. I went back and watched subs for not like whole episodes, but for like my favorite moments and stuff like that. And I think they're great, but I'm glad that I was able to like understand it, without having to read the first time. It's just how I am,
And I know that sometimes
and it helps with our reaction so much.
Yeah, sometimes there's like translation errors and stuff, but even there's been times too whenever like we just have like some subs on for like just whatever we're watching.
Yeah.
And there was something that happened the one time I was reading the subs and I wasn't paying attention to what was going on the screen. And I was like, wait a minute, what happened there?
Yeah.
And then like someone had to tell me like while they were saying this happened. I just wasn't paying attention because I was reading the subs. I didn't notice what happened.
Exactly.
Because it was like a smaller detail, It wasn't like a huge thing, but it was something important to make sure you notice.
Yeah.
But no, I don't know. It'll be exciting.
Yep. We also don't want to like because we choose to do dubs for our channel, we're not shitting on people's opinion of like no subs.
Watch
subs.
subs.
We're not saying subs are good. Watch what you want, but like I see some of the comments sometimes of like fucking flame wars going down because some people like noises from mouths differently.
Yeah,
it's insane.
I mean, it just a lot of it too just comes down to how you hear it or see it first, and that's your version of that. And then when you hear it another way, it's like that's not what I'm used to. That's not my Goku, or that's
exactly
like there's 3 Gokus to me right now. There's the Japanese Goku, there's the Goku that you and Shane grew up with, right? And then there's the Dragon Ball Z Abridged Goku,
which is your Goku.
And Dragon Ball Z Abridged is my Goku
because that's what you've seen.
Because that's what I've seen. So whenever I hear actual Goku talking, I'm like, that sounds so weird.
Yeah. See, like one of the things I grew up watching the dub of Dragon Ball Z. So when Dragon Ball Super started, I actually watched the sub for the first time before watching the dub, like I am with Shane right now, and I appreciate definitely the guy that plays Vegeta in the sub. He's awesome, right? And he has great performances. But whenever it came for the Americans to do that version of that scene, I'm almost more. It like hits me so much harder just because that's mine, And that, but for the other people that watch the sub and they have their entire lives, they already got that, you know?
Yeah.
So and I understand that. But it's just one of those things where, like, you know, reactions are about experiencing what you've experienced again through the eyes of another. And if it's a little bit different, they don't like that, you know? So it's just going to be a wall. But I don't know. I'm still always
overall
excited.
the stories are typically the same and stuff too, so you're still getting like the same content. Sometimes it's just a few alterations and stuff, so it varies, but I'm excited.